Hello all of you. Today I am going to share with you a chapter summary of Deep Water Class 12 Flamingo. Okay. Today I am going to share with the summary of this chapter, how the author overcome his fear. Basically it is a autobiography and means some part of the author's life which is dedicated in this chapter, and the author name is William Douglas. William Douglas shares his story of how he overcome his fear about water and how he overcome swimming and all of this water fearing, because he simply have hydrophobia, the fear of water, which is eventually from his childhood when his mother, oh my god, sorry, when his mother shared with his thought that don't go in the river, you will be drawn in it. And the story starts from it when author was 10 to 11 years old. His mother tell him don't go. He lived in YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity of pool swimming, but the author mother tell the authors that you should not want to go to the you should not go to the swimming because there was a lot of people drowned in it. And when the author was 2 or 3 years old, he goes he go with this, in a beach in California with his father. When and there and then a fastly wave to come, and the author was slept out, sorry, author fell down and his breath highly was evolved. His breath was like he couldn't take his breath oxygen properly. Then the fear started of swimming, and then he was like more he have to be overcome his fear. Then he joined the YMNS pool. When the first day came, he was sitting exactly at the corner of the pool, at the deeper side of the pool, and he was waiting for the students who are coming for the swimming. Then a 18 years old boy came with physically fit. He was just bullied the other student. He tossed the author into the water. But author had a small plan that when he will touch the ground, he will push upwards and came out from the swimming. But it was the deeper side, maybe 9 feet. It didn't touch the foot, and his breath was like coming exhausted, and he was felt fear. Then then they couldn't take a deep breath, and he was like help help. He was screaming to the help, but no one hears their sound. And the yellow light coming in the pool, it was looking like a fairy. It fears it its fears also its fears also made authors his fears also made authors the fear fear sorry. Then he remembered just only he was vomiting outside the pool, and the boy who tossed into the water, he was telling that he was just joking and doing these silly small things to it. And then the author hired a good coach. Then that coach teaches the author how to swim. He rode his waist, and then he do some exercises of the free kicks in the water, and hand swims in the water, head down in the water, and inhale and exhale, all the things. And then he learned the swimming and traveled all the world and do swimming and do swimming in very areas, and how then he overcome his fear. That's the story. That is the story, that was how the author overcome his fear. Some of them is I will tell you the things that means when author finished his learning of the swimming, he goes outside from his house and but now I could not frown and say to that terror trying to scare me. Here's to you, and off I'd go for another length of pool. This went on July until, but I was still not satisfied. I was not sure that all the terror had left. So I went to Lake Wentworth in New Hampshire, dived off a dock at Triggs Island, and swam 2 miles across the lake to Stamp Act Island. I swam the crawl, breaststroke, side stroke, and black backstroke. Once, only once did the terror return when I was in the middle of the lake. Means his terror, fear returned when he was in the middle of the lake. I put my face under the water and saw nothing but bottomless water. The old sensation returned in miniature. I laughed and said, well, Mr. Terror, what do you think? You can do it to me? It failed and I swam on. That's how he overcome his subconsciousness and consciousness and swim. His, he laughed at the terror and said, now you can do it to me again. It felt and I swam on. Yet I residual doubt at my first opportunity. I hurried west. Thank you to all the things. Thank you, and I am the best. And thank you.